Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about Torch Tower, also known as Tokyo Torch Tower. So this is the future tallest building in the country of Japan and the city of Tokyo, which is the largest city in the world. This is the future tallest tower there. This is a massive building here that is currently under construction in Tokyo. It will reach the height of 1,186 feet or 392 meters and is expected to be completing construction around 2028. It is currently under construction. It started about 2 years ago or so. And yeah, this is a big building. The square footage on this building is pretty huge. It's almost 6 million square feet. It's about 583,400 square feet, or 5 million, sorry, which is a lot. This is a very large building. This project is expected to cost almost $5 billion, $4.77 billion, which is a very large amount. Obviously, a huge building, huge project going on here in Tokyo. And this is supposed to be a mixed use development. It's supposed to have pretty much anything you can think of would be in this building. You're going to have residential, hotel, commercial, office space. You're going to have there's a 2,000 seat like auditorium in here. It's going to be connected to other buildings surrounding it. It's just an absolutely massive project. So yeah, there is a lot going on here. I think it's really cool. The design of it is pretty interesting. I mean, it's got a pretty standard design for the lower part, and then near that top you have basically a separated structure there with a very large, kind of open area near the top where you can get some fresh air and stuff like that. And it adds to the design. It almost looks like a crown on top of the building, and I think it looks fantastic. So this building again is huge. Not only is it almost 1,300 feet tall, it is just massive in width and length and stuff like that as well. Really going to have a massive impact on the skyline of Tokyo. Of course, I'm sure you'll be able to see this thing from almost anywhere, just because of how big it is. And yeah, I mean, you can see the design there is pretty solid. Like I said, you got kind of almost like a crown on the top of the building there. Like I said, looking here, this is kind of the base of the building, so you're gonna have your more commercial space, your restaurants, just like any other building that you can walk into the building, and get stuff, buy stuff there. And then you will have, your commercials, your office space, your residential hotels, whatever, all above that pretty much. But yeah, I mean, I'm a pretty big fan of the design, to be honest. For a building this wide, you know, it's very important to, I guess, have a little bit of a unique design. You can't do something too crazy because of how large around it is, just the way, the structure is, how large it is. But I think this is a great way of doing something unique into the design to actually make it look like a good building with something this large. So I think they did a really good job with this design, and I actually think it looks pretty awesome, in my opinion. Fun fact about this building, it will have way more square footage than the Burj Khalifa. The Burj Khalifa has 3.3 million square feet. This will have 5.8 million square feet. So way more square footage than the tallest building in the world. That kind of gives you some scale on how, how large this building is going to be. It's going to be absolutely massive, like I said. So yeah, I mean, this is a pretty huge project going on here. I'm, pretty big fan of this here. I wish we could see, I'm not going to say something like this in America, but some, large buildings like this in areas that need more housing and stuff would probably, just to make it housing would probably be almost a good idea. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the Tokyo Torch down below in the comments.